oppression, prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. But what are the examples of oppression? Stated here, an example of oppression is a society that says that women are the property of their fathers or husbands. But many people have faced this. What is something that we are not taught in school as a first-hand encounter?
Me and Cameron chose to interview a Holocaust survivor because we were always taught the basic cookie-cutter lesson of the Holocaust in a short period of time. But none of our teachers were able to tell us in depth what truly happened. They would always have broad explanations of the Holocaust and repeat the information given in the book. What is your definition of oppression?
Oppression? When you're stripped of humanity, you're stripped of everything that life has to offer. And I mean everything. Of your home, of your possessions, of your education, of your identity, and of your humanity. What is left? But they could not do that because people sometimes are ignorant and they think if you speak a different language, you come from a different country, you look differently, that they could pick on you. So we have to be strong and we have to be able to defend ourselves. I don't mean by fighting, by explaining to them the values of life, and we're here to share this world. It's for everybody, and that we're all God's children, and we have the same needs and the same desires, and we all deserve to be getting along, to living in peace, to be tolerant of others. And I always tell them, this beautiful country of ours, with all our problems, we're the best country in the whole world. Nobody was torturing me. And nobody had to steal their babies, because by doing that, 10 other people might die. I was also a carrier, or whatever you call it in English. I was a little, skinny, stringy blonde hair, and the Jewish men in my little village had to wear armband with the Star of David. If you're caught after 6, no question, they shoot you. Men, women, and children too. So, from my house to the cemetery was maybe like to Long Beach Boulevard, because I was there with my children. And my daughter says, Mom, I don't know how you did it. My dad would give me an envelope, a pack. I don't know what was in it, whether it was money, bullets, whatever, or maybe to buy somebody's lives back. I have no idea. I never questioned that. And I was running with that. And my father would tell me, run as fast, barefooted. At night already, it was getting dark. Run as fast as you can. Go to the cemetery, ask them if they're Jewish. Anchu means Jewish, Chai, life. Just hand it. If you see somebody's following you, throw it away and run as fast as you can. So what I had to go through at that age was beyond description. And when we sat surrounded by water, it was starting to freeze already. Like a glass, the thin little ice was on top. We were sitting with our feet in the water, on bushes. The European forests were very, very thick, not like here, thick. Once you get in, beyond maybe 15, 20 feet, you could barely see, bushes all. And we could hear the Germans with the German shepherds looking for us. They knew there were partisans, that somebody squealed, whatever, I don't know. And we speak German, and they said, we know they're here, but we can't, where are they? They must have left. We had to sit like this all night long, with our feet in the cold, with my little whatever shoes I had on me, whatever we had on our backs, nothing else. Till it was quiet, and every mile or kilometer, they had a German shepherd and a soldier protecting the railroad tracks so they're not blown up by the partisans. I couldn't ask for food because I knew my parents didn't have it. That asking for food or crying out wouldn't do any good. So try to put your feet in ice cubes and sit there for 8 hours. Or try to be hungry day in and day out and day in and day out and be on the run in the same clothes. I swear I'll never touch my nose with my hands unless I have a Kleenex at the bottom of my dress to wipe my nose was half frozen red like a beet. There's no sanitation, no hot food. We had to drink water from the puddle. I had worms. They nearly killed me after the war. They tried to cure me of it in Germany in American hospitals. Big long ones like that. Whatever I ate, they ate. They'll multiply inside of me. Before the war, my life was normal. We had very nice neighbors. We got along. They went to the house of worship. We went to our synagogue. We got along beautifully. We were not rich. We were not poor. We had our own house. We had a horse. There was our car, our transportation. I could ride my horse without a saddle, just in a little, just in underwear and a bare back. And if I'd fall off through his head, he would stop, put out his foot. I'd grab him by the mane and climb back up. We had chickens, we had cows, we had a garden, I would say maybe as big as 3 houses. And that's where we had potatoes, carrots, onions, radishes, fruits, vegetables, everything. In our little village, we could not buy anything. There were no stores. You had a store. We had a little like a groceries, like a 5 and 10 store. We could buy oil, sugar, chocolate, things for sewing, needle thread, where you brought it from Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, which was a 7-hour drive. And my father Meir's wrote.
Within our ethnic studies class, we are taught about community cultural wealth, which are made up of different capitals that people use to overcome oppression that they face within their everyday lives. And we wondered if there is a real-life example of this.
What helped you stay strong during those times?
I was blessed to have the most wonderful, loving, kind, religious parents who believed in God, believed in humanity, believed in kindness. And they couldn't give me food, they couldn't give me shelter, they couldn't take away the pain of hunger, of cold, of not having, but they could give me love and guidance and believing, and tomorrow will be a better day, and God will help us. My house is standing there, and some people live, they divided into 2. And my cousin's house across the street was standing. Everything else was wiped out, nothing was rebuilt. It was very depressing. All we went was is tombstones and marks where people were killed, I went to the cemetery where my ancestors were buried. The grass, the weeds were up to, I'm not 5, I was 5'2", I don't know what I am now, but came to above my chest. I remember,
Yetta Kane spoke her truth and was able to change our outlook on life as well as the understanding of others. After this experience, Cameron and I could not grasp how real it felt. We sat speechless in my car in front of Yetta's house for a good 10 minutes. It was unexplainable. We couldn't believe how amazing it was to understand how the Holocaust really was. We learned the hardships of Yetta's family and how they ran away, how she hid in freezing water with her family as they dodged the Germans, the many illnesses she contracted, and the brutal death of the Jews she knew as close friends. To To this day, Cameron and I remember this interview and how it shaped our view on oppression and the true captivating sadness it has brought us.